the Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor goes to the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, better known as the Great Millstone. Shalom and salutations to all you sincere brothers as well. Just something that I wanted to kind of highlight in this video, and that is the missiles, which is something that brothers have always talked about. It's something that the scriptures teach and prophesy about, and they go by various names in the scriptures. The glittering sword, glittering spear, the sword, okay, the instrument, the smith that maketh the instrument, going back to the book of Isaiah, okay. So the scientists that are coming up with the new ways to come up with better fuel capacities, to get better detonation and reaction from, you know, whether it's hydrogen or nuclear or atomic, okay, to get that power. The Most High put that power in their minds. Now out here in the Washington state or the Pacific Northwest, this is a nuclear target zone, and a lot of people out here, they don't know that. You know, they're well at ease because of the companies that are out here, and they feel very able to sustain themselves. You know, it's plenty of water, plenty of rich soil, the power plants, you know, the economy, the agriculture. Out here, people don't see something like that happening, which would make it all the more beautiful when it does happen. And you even have certain people now recognizing, and especially with the whole hype with North Korea coming, right? They're saying, hey, look, so a lot of people are saying, hey, you know, fuck Seattle, which I agree with that statement. They're saying, hey, you know, it's a good thing if North Korea blows Seattle up. You know, I agree with I agree with that 100%, because, like I said, it's just another destructive city in Babylon. Now, there's other nuclear target cities on the West Coast, in the Midwest, in the South, on the East Coast. Okay, there's a lot of there's nuclear target maps. You can look them up, and it may not even be the North Koreans that bomb the West Coast. It might be its own government, just like 9/11 was an inside job. And don't be surprised if the West Coast is going to be used as an inside job now to get some things moving. Okay, nothing at this point in life, nothing should surprise you. Okay, it's just what the devil does. Okay, so, and you notice there's not a lot of upfront talk about military right now. What they're using, see, when they show you a lot of domestic news, is because there's something bigger going on internationally, globally. So right now, America's all choking on the Cleveland shooting, which there's bigger local stories than that, but they're really trying to push that because they have an agenda. They're really trying to push that. Okay, but the reality is that these missiles are coming. The Most High said not one of these prophecies would fail. Okay, not one of these prophecies would fail. You know, in the Apocrypha, it tells you how when an arrow is shot from a mighty archer, who shall turn it around? And that's what these missiles are going to do when they're launched. Okay, there's no way to make them go back safely to their launch pad. That's it. Once they're pushed, it's it. It's on its way to its destination. You cannot stop it. Now, one thing that a lot of people in Washington actually believe is that there is a missile defense system capable of stopping anything coming from North Korea, which is going to leave the question open when the West Coast gets bombed and that missile defense system fails utterly, the question will then be raised, or should be posed. How did it get touched? How did the system fail? And you're gonna find out that it was its own government in some way, shape, or form or fashion. Okay. Meanwhile, all the elites are gonna go into these bunkers and try to hide away. But the scripture tells us, right, that look, the hunters are gonna hunt them out of every hole in the ground. They're gonna hunt them out of every place, out of every secret place. So, see, their thing is like, okay, well, they'll deal with that when they cross that bridge, thinking that they're gonna be able to stop the angels from pulling them out of those bunkers. They really think that they're gonna be able to be shacked up and sheltered in these DUMBs, deep underground military bases. Okay, a lot of these people with money, they're leaving the area. A lot of them have already left. Okay, but either way, these missiles are coming because this is the prescription to cleanse the world, is the fire. It's what John the Revelator saw when he spoke of the lake of fire in the book of Revelations. And we know World War III is coming. As much as people want to say that it's just a bluff between this country and that country, the scriptures tell us that the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, and you notice that all these guys, Yohana, ISUPK, IUIC, okay, all these alphabet soup groups avoid the prophecies, especially of the destruction. Okay, they don't care about the prophecies. Their whole thing is about black communities and black lives, showing you that they're really just government aligned with the government. Honestly, they're really into that. Government aligning themselves with the government. Okay, they don't want this place to go down. They're just like the 2/3 in the time of Egypt that wanted to stay in Egypt. Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to do a quick on the road dealing with the missiles, and this place in particular being a nuclear target zone. Okay, there's been I wish I remembered the lady's name. I don't, but she was tweeting about basically how she didn't care, you know, if Seattle got nuked. You know what I mean? So this is where we're at now. You know, everyone's as you just as you see people road rage on the street, okay, there's gonna be that panic is gonna set in when they see these missiles coming, and they're all gonna see it, and then it's gonna go back to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, dealing with, you know, then they're gonna realize and know it, then they're gonna acknowledge it, then they're gonna realize that that they've erred, especially these 2/3, especially these people following Nate, thinking that, you know, thinking that they got it all together, you know. So that was the point. You know, if I can find the information in well enough time, maybe I'll just do another video and highlight that. But I wanted to share that. So until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.